Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Welcome. Let me know, make sure everybody can hear me. I had to turn the screen a little bit this way because the sun's coming through and everything. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Let me set everything up. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Shout out to everybody. I see Manna Joe in the chat. I see Diddy, Sister Soul. Welcome. Shout out to you, Nebby. Belen, how are you, love? Who else? M is in the house. I have arrived. Yadira. Shout out to you, Nebulous. Who else? Who else? Fatima, welcome, welcome. NJS55, Gaslit's in the house. Yes, everybody hit that like button. Katie is here. Shauna B, thank you. I have to go and mod for 10 minutes. Shout out to you, Shauna B. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate you. We have so many things to kind of go through today. Pinche Becky, how are you? Give us an update in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Tu mama's in the house. Jane Frost, welcome, love. Now, let me share this with everybody. Make sure I let everybody know that we're live now. Welcome. Hey, Adas. Welcome. Is it Got a Minute? Got a Mint NYC. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Says hi. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm a little sore. I feel like I got beat up, but I'm okay. I actually am a little bit better today. We live now, but that's okay. It's normal when you when you fall. Hey, Stevie OD, welcome, nurse. How are you? Let me see if I can pull this screen over here so I could see everything that's going on. How's everybody doing? Welcome. I'm letting those notifications go out. Now, it would be nice to know if you guys got notified on Discord or did you get notified on YouTube? Because, sometimes YouTube does us really dirty and then it's like they don't send those notifications out, which happens. I mean, shout out to everybody, on the replay game and stuff like that. But we got some news to really review. We got some stuff to review that we're going to be reviewing. Hold up, y'all. Let me get all my articles up on the screen. Janice Combs is Janice Combs, all right? Let's see what else we got here. Okay. I was reading a lawsuit, so my mind is a little bit everywhere. Welcome, everybody. Everybody come through. Hit that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You were notified. Okay. I don't know how to use Discord. No worries, but did you get notified on YouTube? Let me know. I have arrived from Discord. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Said, I'm good. We received another notice to evacuate around 8:30 a.m. I'm getting false alarm. Okay. Well, I mean, keep us updated, Pinche Becky. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what, Vic? Shout out to Vic because Vic is like the super mod. Vic helps me control Discord. And if it wasn't for Vic, we probably wouldn't even have a Discord, to be quite honest, because I don't know how to use it. I really don't. I've learned, but I mean, she's the queen of Discord. So shout out to Vic. Hey, B Tim, how are you? Hi, the items you listed in the thumbnail are interesting. My son lives in San Francisco, so I'm a little worried, says Sandy. Okay, shout out to you, Sandy. Thank you for being here. And you got notified on YouTube. You've only been notified on Discord. How are you, B Tim? Shout out to B Tim. Who else? I have arrived. I just had an MRI and I'm sedated. Ooh. Listen, Susan, self-care, you don't need to be here, okay? But shout out to you. And I mean, if we're a little bit of bring some light in your life right now, because that sounds painful. All that sounds painful. Let's see. Crimes against children agencies in Pacific Palisades. My source confirms, short of the card given to them on scene. Okay. Well, shout out to you. You just got notified on YouTube. All right. Let's get it together, guys, because we have so many things to talk about, so many things to review. So, one of the news that broke yesterday that I was like, I don't know how I feel about this because I don't know exactly what this means, but apparently we have an arsonist who was like held in custody. Now, I was reading different articles and stuff like that. When I first heard of this news, I heard it through News Nation. That at least we know that one of these people, at least one arsonist suspected in Kenneth Fire, one arrested. Guys, is it possible, and it wouldn't surprise me, let's be real, like it would not surprise me at all if we have more than like an arsonist, in this situation. I'd like to know. Oh my god. All right, hold up, y'all. Let me stop real quick. That Ellen, who is a major supporter of the channel, today's her birthday, and she's 51. Y'all drop some hearts and some gifts. And you know who else's birthday it is today, too? Come get this commentary, Kiva, who is probably partying it up. Shout out to her. Guys, drop some birthday gifts and some hearts, purple hearts, and everything in the chat. All right. Shout out to that, Ellen. Thank you, love, for celebrating here with us. And I'm glad 51 and many more years to come. Shout out to you. Thank you. All right. Let's get back to the news. So this is what we have. Now, I pulled other articles too that I want to make sure that I have here. I know I saw another one. They said that the arsonist was a homeless man who was using a flamethrower. Huh? I said, what? A flamethrower? What is this all about? So let's start with News Nation first, and then we'll go to the other sources. So LA fires. Arson is suspected in Kenneth fire. One arrested. So fire is the worst in Los Angeles history. Evacuation orders given to thousands of the area residents. Los Angeles school district building closing. I mean, when a fire happens, like a lot of like in this magnitude, think about Maui. We covered Maui fires here. The situation was weird. What started it, the government officials weren't really transparent in the things that they were saying, so it left a lot of people kind of wondering, well, what the hell is going on, right? Suddenly people forgot how to do their jobs, and it became one of those things where there was a lot of scrutiny that was happening. Schools were closed, a lot was destroyed in Maui, and you're talking about historic things. People have been fighting. I don't get it. Like, in Hawaii, people have been fighting for land for many, many years. And there are natives in the land, Hawaiian natives that have to get on freaking lists to basically claim land that is rightfully theirs. And they're battling. Like, I'll never understand how the likes of Oprah and all these individuals that have a lot of money somehow are able to own property in a land that does not belong to them, in an island that does not belong to them. I don't get it. Okay. So I don't understand whatsoever. At the same time, and shout out to Sylvia, because I think Sylvia makes a really good point. Sylvia, said, as crazy as it is that this is happening, like, yes, celebrities have a bunch of resources and homes, but I think anybody, not just celebrities, but anybody that is currently losing a property who they have worked really hard to maintain in that area, it's a loss for everyone, right? So regardless of who you are, like, none of this is okay. Okay. Yeah, Oprah owning land or renting or having property in Hawaii is just so crazy to me, when you have the Hawaiians there that's their land. I don't get it. And why is that allowed? I'm not really sure. And then I'll never forget when she did was it the People's Fundraiser? The People's Fundraiser when it came to Maui. So there was a bunch of like celebrities that got together and decided, and these are celebrities that had property there, decided to get together and say, well, we're going to do a little fundraiser for Hawaii. Please donate. I'm like, lady, you are one of the richest people in the fucking island. You're asking for people to donate? Yeah, with The Rock. And even The Rock felt pretty stupid after that, because he did a video and he was like, this is dumb. Like, you guys are right. Why are we asking people to donate money when people are barely getting by? We're just coming out of like, people losing jobs and having to work from home type of situations. It was just ridiculous. Now, hold up, y'all. I got to run and get some tissue to blow my nose. Give me 1 second. Shout out to everybody who has just arrived. Yeah, and I might do a video to kind of remind a little bit of people of that, because that was such a huge thing when it happened. And just the audacity for people to ask for money. She owns a lot of property. Yes. that yeah, a fund was set up, and it made me wonder a little bit because I was like, wait a minute, like y'all are asking for a fund. There are people that own property there that had to get like in order for the Hawaiians to get like they have to go through like testing and stuff like that to get their land. Like Hawaii is overpopulated. If you've never been to Hawaii, like the people that have never been there don't really understand like it's like a small little island. There's a lot of tourism, there's a lot of homelessness in Hawaii. Now, if you're going to be homeless, Hawaii would be the place to be homeless because literally people just set up to sleep like near the beach and stuff like that. It's a little interesting to see kind of where Maui is at right now. What do you think of the Resnick owning 150 million gallons of water in California? Should a couple own that much water? No. Why do they own that much water? B Tim, thank you for the 5. Why do they own that much water? That's the question. And it's so sad to see right now what's happening because you literally have these firefighters that are running with like I saw a video of them running with like a purse full of water. It looks like a purse, but I'm like, is that a bucket or a purse full of water? Trying to put it on the water, and they're going back and forth from like the fire hydrant to pour the water. Was it Sylvia? Sylvia, you were the one that showed me that video. Thank you for the 5B, Tim. Yeah, that property was left by their ancestors. Yeah, and Ohana is fighting to keep right, Sylvia, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, the property there, it is ridiculous to me that you have the likes of Oprah, and not just Oprah, there are other billionaires in Hawaii that are not native to the land. Okay, I'm just saying that decided I got a little money, I'm gonna buy a little something, where you have people that have been getting on this list to try to like, this belongs to me. This is my ancestors. This is mine. It's ridiculous. You're right, Sylvia. And I'm just saying, because like I have family there, I have family in other islands as well from my husband's side. So I understand this a little bit. It just hits a little different when you see people having to fight, and then everything that you work for, your ancestors, historic parts of land is done this way. It's just crazy to me. They seized control of the water in 1994 from the public water supply. But how is that allowed? How is that allowed? Oh my God, B Tim. Oh my God. Anyways, let me stop y'all because we could really get into a rabbit hole on this one. I'm going to show you guys. I think, Sylvia, I might have bookmarked the video that you sent on the Discord from Instagram. So I saw them like trying to, it was just ridiculous. Like they were fighting the fire. Oh, I didn't bookmark it. They were fighting the fire by throwing it looked like buckets of water, but it's a fold out bag, right? One at a time, one at a time. Said, Rabbit, please discuss how the water was shut off in the Pacific Palisades. My source on scene confirms with firefighters they had no water. I'm not surprised. Like this water situation is a little crazy to me. And what was interesting, I heard that when the protesters, well, let me stop. It wasn't I think it was streets. People were just kind of getting thrown water at everybody. Everybody was getting thrown water at them. I don't know. Are we just throwing like ocean water? They're getting water from the ocean to try to stop this whole situation. It's getting a little crazy. Not only that, it's because the Hawaiians and the sea turtles are being protected, right? Absolutely. Did he use public water for this? Energy is a commodity. Hold up. Now I want to pull what B. Tim said because this got me thinking. How to do wrestling. Because, oh, wow. I guess this is a thing right here. Water rights. Look at this shit. Look at this. Hold up, y'all. And this is from 2022. How this billionaire couple stole water supply from California. In a series of secret meetings in 1994, is it the Resnicks seized control of California water supply. Now they build a small business Now they've built a business empire by selling it back to working people. The billionaire who owns your water. While 40 million, this is an article from 2022, y'all. Did y'all know this? I didn't know this, B Tim. But to buy water, me, you, look at y'all. Look at y'all. I mean, is it just me? Gardeners fought with the firemen to save properties. Yo. Is that a thing? Ding, 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 ding. Billionaire owned it. Freaking B Tim. Shout out to B Tim. I didn't know this. Wow. I've never heard of this. I heard that the fire hydrants didn't work because they turned off the electricity on them. I didn't even know you need electricity for fire hydrants. Huh? See, it's only because I went to grad school in Malibu. Shout out to you. How do you hoard water? Really? Yo, I'm telling you, I'm having a the more you know moment because I did not know. Like, I'm learning this here. This is kind of sad. So let me finish reading this article. So the system was largely paid by the taxpayers whose water these billionaires hold hostage. Urban water systems are desperate for water, but in 2023, they received just 5% of what they requested from the state. Stuart and Lydia Risnick use 150 billion gallons a year. So a journalist, I guess, uncovered this. I wonder how you're thinking about water for your business. We're thinking about water 24/7, okay? I don't want to get into a drought discussion right now because it's really off topic, but it is serious and a lot of people have suffered. It's a tough time for people with no rain. But our climate is in terrible jeopardy. But we don't want to go there right now. We all know that, right? But why are you hoarding this? Why are people allowed to do this? I'll have to look into this a little bit more. I didn't even know this. So now, so what does that mean in terms of the fires? I'll have to do it like a video completely different in looking into this. Right. I knew about the water rights. I just I don't understand. It is crazy, yo. Shout out to B Tim. Anyways, and I mean, and truly it is about controlling the masses. How do you control the masses? Through water, right? We depend on water. That's how you control the masses. That's how it happens. Okay. Let's get to this, okay? And then I will probably look into that little situationship a little bit more. But homeless man with flamethrower busted on suspicion of arson near the LA Kenneth fires after residents detained him. So a homeless man was tackled by brave onlookers who say they saw him using a flamethrower to start a blaze close to where one of the latest wildfires broke out in Los Angeles. The unidentified suspect was seen riding around Woodland Hills on a bicycle Thursday afternoon, setting fire to several old Christmas trees and garbage cans at the same time as the Kenneth fire started. So the reporter was told in her backyard when she heard a car screech to stop a man yelling, "Neighbors, he's trying to start a fire, call 911." Oh my God. So she saw the suspect holding a large propane tank or a flamethrower, which others described as a blowtorch, as he tried to torch debris in the street. Neighbors jumped into action and cornered the man as he tried to ride off. Okay, we have a picture of the man too. As he tried, excuse me, neighbors jumped into action and cornered the man as he tried to ride off, as caught in part in a video with one man yelling at him, "Put it down, we really banded together as a group." A few gentlemen surrounded him and got him on his knees. They got some zip ties, a rope, and were told to do a citizen's arrest. Oh my God, shout out to them. Shout out to them. Oh, okay. Thank you, love. Amy P says you don't need electricity for fire hydrants. It's all water pressure. I didn't think you did, but thank you for that. Y'all, this is interesting. One witness told Fox that the suspect was very focused on moving forward with what was described as being more like a blowtorch. He was like, I can't stop, I can't stop. I'm putting this down. I'm doing this, the witness said. And we're like, we can't be doing that right now. Soon after the suspect was taken into custody, Los Angeles Police Department confirmed it was investigating the Kenneth fires as likely arson. At this time, that is what we believed. It's being investigated as a crime. Blowtorching. So they got one arrest, right? This has gotten like crazy, you guys. The major crime squad was brought in because he was possibly an arson suspect. Wim, shout out to Wim, you were the one who called this too. Okay, I gotta say something because Wim called this when this first broke out. He said this is suspect, and it's very likely that this fire was set. That it, you know what? This is one person. It could have been a lot of other people. We don't know. And honestly, how do you like? Where do you start to investigate this? Because what we were told was initially it was a brush fire. Are we sure about that? Because I mean the way that shit was set off in freaking Hawaii, in Maui, that was another thing too. You know what? Pacific Palisades is the most expensive neighborhood in the United States. You think it was a badly thought out I mean, we don't know. No, like Pinche Becky's like these fires were not normal. The way that they spread, nothing is normal about it. And then the ability to not put them off, nothing is normal about it. You guys, like the excuse of, well, we're urban cities and we weren't really ready to. I'm like, what the fuck? It just makes you question everything. Am I the only one that also thinks about the show Weeds, says Phoenix? I don't know. It was all said in the Wealthy Neighbors. On X, on X, there's a video of a woman putting wooden things together and lighting it. I'll try to find it. Oh my god. That's my question. Can you even put fires out without water if the water is being controlled by a few billionaires? Then how do you put out fires? B Tim, I freaking love you for even bringing this up. Like, I didn't even think of that. Because I know we have the whole water rights. And let me tell you something. What I remember, I mean, even PG&E and all this shit that's been going down in California, and California is a disaster. It really is. But at the end of the day, it's like, oh my God, like what is going on? Yeah, and then the fact that they dropped the fire insurance so quickly and the coverage is so wrong. They had no water. It's just crazy. It's crazy. The water problem was exactly the same as the one they've had in Maui, although rich people like Oprah hired private fire departments to save their little homes, right? It is crazy because I remember, I still remember, look, the footage in Maui, there were people like, the problem with Maui, why it was so bad, there really wasn't anywhere to go. You couldn't just jump in the water because the water also had a lot of debris. Like there were people that were jumping in the water trying to get away from the fire. And the reality is that even that was bad. And then when they did the investigation, what they closed off, when Maui burned, there were so many historical sites that were closed off as well. And I have to kind of wonder, like, what is this all about? Is this a coincidence? I think not. I don't know. None of this is making sense. You said he doesn't look homeless to you. It could be more than one person. That's what I'm saying. It could be more than one person. And then maybe this person to keep it going, that could have happened. But to me, it's like, how are you? What does fire do? It burns evidence, right? It's kind of hard when people go back to investigate like what caused fires to actually come out have a really good what is it? What's the word? Have a really good idea of what happened after a fire because it literally burns everything. Everything. Rabbit, look up smart city 2028. All right, let me look it up. Thank you, Sylvia, for the 1999. Thank you, love. Hold up. Smart city. Oh Lord. 2028. I'm looking it up. Shut the front door. I've never heard of this. Oh my. Well, okay. Let me show you guys what Sylvia told me to look up, okay? Whoa. LA fires deliberately started to turn Los Angeles into a smart city by 2028. Oh my God. Stop with the ads. As Los Angeles battles 5 wildfires, a conspiracy theory claims that they started for the Smart LA 2028 project. Social media posts links to firestorms to arson with one suspect arrested. It's just like let me just tell you guys something. When they do the investigation, they're never really going to find a reason why these fires started. That's the thing. It's like even in the Maui fires, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Thank you, Sylvia. They will say they said that the Maui started, if I remember correctly, it was like a power line situation. But here it is. Yeah. The origins of the cause of the Lahaina fires is clear. The re-energization of broken power lines caused a spark that ignited unmaintained vegetation in the area. So it's always something like that. But it's like, yo, perfect elements. The wind, it just the way that it went down, the wind just happened to be something that was just there. Like, I like to know. Evil Queen, thank you for being a member for 19 months. Oh my God, it's like a long, long time. Thank you. Y'all remember Lima's transhumanism idea? Yeah, how does the transhumanism connect to smart city? That's a good idea. Rounding up the homeless. Yeah. Putting them all in there, and if they don't get their shit together, they have to go to jail type of situation. Mm-hmm. It's weird. It's weird. I remember that. It's giving that vibe. So I don't know. I mean, people will say that it was, maybe it was caused by something else. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. Where do you guys land with that? I'm definitely gonna look at this. Then they got a new fire. A new fire. Hold up. I'm looking at this. New fire. We have a new fire too. Hold up. Let me see. Like everything is an update right now. It's so hard to see. Like, where's the breaking news? We have a new fire. Where? Oh, that's what the Guardian is reporting. Wildfire live update. Begin to contain Palisades. Look how burned up everything is, y'all. Like if I could show you this, let me show you something, okay? It just keeps happening. This looks like the desert. So it's like the Death Valley at this point. It's gonna take them forever to repair everything and build up. What do y'all think? Like, look at this. Yeah, me too. Like, I got family over there too, and we got a lot of subbies here that from there too. Pinche Becky, Sylvia, Tinkle Tits. Y'all keep these people. Sean, shout out to Sean. He's over there too. Like, a lot of people are in this area. A lot of creators too. Sloan, Sebastian Soto. There's a lot of people out there that are being affected by this. Like, how do you begin to repair this? This is just, I mean, Look how dark it is, and you can't even breathe the air. They can't get insurance. Yeah, the air is so bad. Thank you, everybody. Street, Serge, Jessica, Lara, Michael. Thank you for naming them all. There's more out there too. Fatima, you right. Like it just looks so destroyed. I don't know. So the new fire is in the hearse. Hold up, let me see. Thank you, Diddy Docket. Shout out to Diddy Docket. You said there's a new fire near the hearse fire. Lord have mercy. It's not contained. It just keeps going. I'm just wondering if it's gotten to the point where it's going to just spread and everybody needs to just, because it spread so far wide. Like, what if it doesn't stop? Oh man, this is just insane. There's just some pictures. Look how dark it is. And then there's no power because how are they gonna look at this? You know what this looks like when the LA riots happen? Like the Archer fire. Thank you, love. And we're putting like people are naming the fires Archer fire. Yeah, that's right. So we have a new fire. So literally, don't it? Like I remember seeing something like this when the LA riots happened, Ventura County. It's definitely worse than the riots. And then people are actually looting, like they're getting in people's houses and breaking in and trying to take people's stuff. Here it is. So we have a new California wildfire update. New fire breaks out, sparking more evacuations. A brush fire in Granada Hills, dubbed the Archer fires, was reported just before 10:30 a.m. local time. Friday prompted more evacuations as 5 other fires continue burning in Los Angeles County, which President Joe Biden dubbed a war zone at the Oval Office press briefing. Oh man. Okay, we just read that. So, I mean, this is definitely like beyond state of emergency at this point. The death toll from the fires has risen to 10. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner office announced Thursday. So, out of all the acres and all the amount, all that we've seen, we only have death so far, 10 deaths reported. This is crazy. You said no cops to be seen. Streets has been calling out. Many cops are hired out of the area. This is what happens in emergencies without local support. Oh, hey, Sir Crepidus. Wow. All right, but we have another issue here, though, and this is what B. Tim is saying. My personal belief is that the water rights were sold to these big corporations. The state over speculated and sold more water than existed, which resulted in less water available for times of emergency like this. So this, thank you for the 20 B10. B10. So this is like the perfect like recipe for disaster, right? Sister Soul, like the homeless aren't always accounted for. The death toll has to be higher than 10. It's like the perfect storm. The death toll has to be higher than 10. This don't make no sense whatsoever, guys, at all. At all. They need to invest in seawater pumps. And then I don't know, it's weird how all of this kind of worked out, um, In conjunction? Is that the word? In conjunction? I don't believe the misses. I don't believe the death toll at all whatsoever. You're not accounting. There's a huge homeless population in Los Angeles. Like, let's not do. Are we forgetting Skid Row? What does Skid Row look like right now? Becky, Pinche Becky, is there anything there that we know of? Like, what about those people? Use my big words. I'm sorry. The thing, Rabbit, they haven't been able to go through the. Hold up. Through the wreckage, they stated on the news that they're bringing in cadaver dogs. That death number will rise. I'm thinking as well. Pretty much, I think adds more state incompetence, corporate greed, and whether you have a recipe for disaster. Ay, Dios mío. This is completely overwhelming. All of the LA needs trauma therapy. Everybody. They're still out there? Skid Row is still out there? Wow. So they haven't been like touched by any of this quite yet, right? The pumps can't hold the amount of water pumping for hours. They're old. There needs to be little water available from a firefighter there at the scene. Yeah, this is like too much, y'all. It's sad we'll probably never know a true count of the deceased. I agree. I don't think we will because people aren't always accounted for, like especially in that homeless population. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out. LA is right next to the ocean, water. Anyone know the deal there? Why isn't there ocean? Well, and I think that they were using ocean water, Diddy Docket. I think that that's where they're getting some of their water. But I mean, I don't know. It's just a lot that's going on down there. It's a lot going down there, y'all. It's too crazy. We have I have other topics to talk about and I want to come back to this, but I'm going to put this on my list of things shout out to B Tim who brought this to my attention. Hold up, y'all. B Tim, thank you, B Tim. I want to write this down because I had no idea. I mean, maybe my mind wasn't there, but this might be a really good conversation for us to have on the billionaires that stole water from the people. But, you know, I want to do a separate topic on that. We have other topics to talk about. We got to talk about Alec Baldwin. We have to talk about Janice Combs and Diddy, and we have to talk about Liam Payne. Can we talk about that and then maybe circle back a little bit? Let me know because I know some of you guys are here for the other stuff too. Let me know. Can we get through it? Or do you guys want to continue talking about the fire? We could pull stuff. Let me know what y'all think. Salt water not preferred. That's what I thought. Sounds good? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. A very good topic, but not hypothetical. Absolutely. Yeah, they're saying through the salt water would definitely kill the vegetation. Thank you. What are you doing here? Hold up. I have a ban user. Like, don't do that. Don't play like that. Okay. Let's move on and then we will circle back, all right? I know I'm just like this topic is definitely has taken us and I just want to make sure that we don't miss anything. Thank you, Cheeks. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just stupid trolls. Thank you. Let's talk real quick. Let's talk about some of y'all have talked about Diddy. Well, this really disturbing story came out and I wanted to talk a little bit about this real quick. Let's talk about this disturbing story, okay? Sean Combs' mother threw sexually charged parties at childhood home, friends claimed. So it wouldn't be a thing to mistakenly walk into one of the bedrooms. You got a couple in there, but naked. Combs' childhood friend, Tim Patterson, claims in new documentary. So apparently, Miss Janice Combs was she was doing her little parties, okay? And young Diddy would walk into situations like this. Um, this is what friends are saying. So I like to understand. And apparently this is what's being disclosed in the new Diddy documentary. I mean, if he saw it while he was walking in there, a lot of this is learned behavior, y'all. Like, if she's having a, yeah, thank you, like apple tree, well, both, it does happen. It does happen. I'm not surprised at all. So Sean Diddy Combs' mother, Janice, would often throw wild parties at the future music mogul childhood home, where it wasn't uncommon to walk into a room where adults were having sex. One of Combs' longtime childhood friends claimed in a new documentary. That was when we were privy to This Is What We Were Fed. Hip hop producer Tim Dog Patterson said in the Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy documentary, which will premiere on Peacock. Okay, so it was desensitizing us. I'm sure it was. We were aware of it. No, that was not just a Saturday thing. So the lady was holding parties. Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like these are your developmental years. Now, believe it or not, there's a lot of horrific cases like this in social services where this does happen. Where, I've seen situations where parents are having to pay bills, okay? And they turn to prostitution, and their kids, they can't get a separate room, so they have to engage in this while their kid is there, and then they watch, or they have no other option. There's nothing else to do. You can't turn the TV loud enough type of situation. It happens all the time. But a lot of those kids who then turn out to be adults don't do the shit that Diddy did. I'm pretty sure that Diddy was exposed to a lot of things, and a lot of this is learned behavior. But I promise you that there's a lot of kids in the system who made it out of the system. Some of my very, very good friends who have had horrible childhoods have said to me, "This is what happened to me at the hands of my parents, but I didn't turn out to be this horrible person." That's something that we have to remember, right? That people do address things like this so that they don't hurt other people, right? When they say hurt people, yeah, you're responsible for that too. Okay. You don't get a get out of jail free card type of situation. The same thing with R. Kelly. R. Kelly went through a lot of abuse. My understanding is that if I remember correctly, his sister was the one that was sexually abusing him, and it's a huge cycle situation. And then in turn, he did what he did. He hurt a lot of people too. But people have to break those cycles. You have to, so you don't hurt others. Sir Crepitus, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships. If you've been blessed by Sir Crepitus, please put a heart in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Sir Hearts for you. Thank you. Well, I mean, that's a question. So Diddy was basically part of an FO his whole entire life. Maybe he saw shit. There's also this like thing in where men have to lose their virginity a lot longer, or younger, than women, right? Like that's normal in certain cultures, right? Like that does happen. So we don't know what he was exposed to. I wouldn't be surprised if he was exposed to his own abuse by his parent, or if mom exposed him to something. I mean, that does happen, but I'm sure Janice might have something to say about all of this, okay? Through the attorney. All right, so was it desensitizing us? I'm sure it was. We were aware of it. No, that was just a Saturday night, okay? Patterson used that alleged childhood memory as a possible explanation as to how Combs found himself at the center of a federal case of racketeering and sex trafficking investigation, where he is accused of forcing his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura to participate, be filmed drug fuel encounters with male sex workers that Combs allegedly dubbed freak-offs. So we know that he is now facing, a total of 40 civil lawsuits for men and women that he had preyed upon between 1990 and 2024, pleading not guilty to at least 3 criminal charges against him. All right. The legal team has categorically denied the claims made against him in the civil lawsuits. Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anybody. We know the statement from the attorney. Okay. I've always been asked the question why. Patterson says, I don't know the answer to why, but I truly believe it goes back to his childhood. And it wouldn't surprise me that a lot of, I mean, it's a cycle, right? That a lot of abuse can be traced back to childhood. There's a lot of scientific studies that support that. A lot of empirical research out there that doctors have done to talk about that, to expose that. So I'm not at all surprised. I will be watching the Peacock documentary for those that want to, review it with me. Stay tuned. I'll be reviewing it. Okay. Thank you. Absolutely. I think we all have our own trauma, right? Like, and I have a lot of like. I think for me, having gone through grad school and understanding that men process trauma a little bit different, I have a soft spot because of things that I've seen and I've heard, even within my own family, right? That men don't always report things, and they go through a lot of shit too. Are men aggressors? Oh yeah, but I don't know what it is. I have a soft spot for men because they process their trauma a little bit different than women. And so when I've heard a lot of the John Doe stories, I can't help but wonder, and I have to be careful because I can do a lot of counter transference in that of things that I've seen and I've heard with men that I've like heard their stories from. And then also having boys myself, I don't ever want my boys to go through something like that and feel like that they can't talk about things that they've been through because society has made them something that they're not, or has titled them something that they're not. Ooh, that's heavy. Let me talk about another heavy topic, okay? A lot of topics we talk about is heavy, so I do apologize if I go all over the place, y'all. Liam Payne. I don't know what troll here decided and thought it would be cute to do an official Liam Payne channel YouTube account. You're stupid. You're dumb, and you don't do that. I don't know what were you thinking? Like, did you think you weren't gonna get blocked? That's like trolling to a whole different level. That like you're using a dead person's name to troll. Okay, yeah, that's not cute at all. And you'll just get blocked. And when you get blocked, you're not welcome back to the channel, and you'll just have to do another account. So good luck with that. Get another Google email and stuff like that. All right, let's talk about Liam Payne real quick. Now, somebody came into my comments. I want to say in another video, hey, are you not doing any more Liam Payne content? I've been talking about Liam Payne every day, guys. I'm always doing Liam Payne content. It's just some videos are live and some videos are uploads. My uploads take me a little bit of time. I'm taking a break from editing because it's just so tiring sometimes to edit, and I have a lot to edit. I'm behind on editing. So if I can do a live and talk about the news, that's what I'm going to do. But Liam Payne's pal, and I hate that they use that word pal because it's not his friend. Okay. So let's call him the ex-manager. Liam Payne's ex-manager, Roger Norris, says he's being railroaded. Made a scapegoat by the Argentinian authorities. I talked to you guys a couple days ago about this. Okay. That now Roger Norris is saying, I am being used. I'm a victim of the judicial system in Argentina. When the man clearly has had his charges reduced. I don't understand how he could be a victim of the Argentinian judicial system. I don't get it. Liam Payne's tycoon pal again. Liam Payne's ex-manager, Roger Norris, is telling friends that he's being railroaded and made a scapegoat by the Argentinian authorities, desperate to nail someone over the former One Direction star's tragic death. Norris, who's 35, and 2 hotel workers in Argentina were slapped with manslaughter charges for allegedly knowing that Payne, 31, was extremely intoxicated and not intervening to keep him away from his room and the open balcony where he fatally fell. That's what they say, but there's a lot of questions behind that. Period. Thank you. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see something real quick. Oh, what? Misty, shout out to Misty Rabbit, just jumped over to Mel's live. To Mel's. Ikmel, People giving out donations on Scientology property. They told them to leave the property. They took all the donation. What? What are you talking about? Explain that a little bit, Misty. They told them giving out donations on Scientology property. They told them to leave the property. So the Scientology people took the donations? Huh? Can you explain that a little bit and I'll come back to your comment, okay? I promise. Thank you. That's weird. All right. Yes, Sandra, thank you for saying this. Thank you for saying this. So he says he's being railroaded. A friend told the Post of the energy mogul who was with Payne in the hours leading up to the deadly plunge from Buenos Aires hotel balcony. He thinks that Argentina is making an example of him to save face. He says he's a scapegoat. That's bullshit. He says that they are mad about the bad press. And in order to change, they had to make a high profile arrest. And that's him. A high profile arrest. And that's him. Okay. But when the official's charge was filled last week, Notice received the same raps as the two employees. Yeah, like he got lesser charges. All three have been charged with manslaughter with the sentence of up to 5 years. He was facing 15 years. So I'm not really sure why Notice feels like he's being railroaded. I don't think that's the case. Wow. In Argentina, manslaughter is a charge with the suspect that is alleged to be negligent in someone's death. I mean, when he left, Liam, this is what happened. Okay? This is what the room looked like. So I'd like to know what's going on. Hey, he sounds like he's going nuts. He sounds like he needs to figure something out. Last month, the Argentinian prosecutors are also filing charges with the three other men for providing Payne with narcotics before his fatal plunge. While it's unclear if Notice has filed a plea, he privately telling friends he's not guilty of any wrongdoing. He said he has always said that he was a good friend to Liam. He doesn't believe he's responsible for his death in any way. He says he's going to fight the charges against him. Well, damn. I don't know. That's what I want to know. So yes, Sandra, I think you're right about this too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you're right, love, on this. Like, none of this is making absolutely sense to me whatsoever. And I understand. I think he is, man, Joe. I think he's getting away. And yeah, Carol, don't forget that Roger was his dealer too, allegedly. Okay. He was giving him, they had text messages with each other. He never stopped him. He knew what Liam was dealing with. And, he took it upon himself. Like, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. Alec Baldwin sues New Mexico officials over handling of Russ shooting case. What? Keep that in mind. So now he's suing. For those that don't know, Russ, remember that? We talked about it here. He sues New Mexico officials over handling of Russ. He's coming back and he said, no, I'm suing everybody. So the actor has filed a civil lawsuit for malicious prosecution and civil rights violation in the fatal shooting, which I kind of knew was going to happen. We knew that this was going to happen. So, are we surprised? No. Alec Baldwin, when he walked out of there, he was vindicated of the charges. Alex Spiro was his attorney, and basically that was a shit show. That was a trial that was playing out here. Yes, absolutely. So I'm not surprised whatsoever about this at all. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, hold up. If for those that don't know, that was just a little bit, and I think it's already been talked about all over the place. I'm not going to go over that, but Alec Baldwin is doing the most. Manager, thank you so much for the $9.99. Now let me see what's going on here because I understand. I want to go back a little bit to the fires. Scientology told them to leave the property and they took the donations. Is there a video of that, Misty? So are they not helping or are they helping? Alex Spiro, keep that in mind. Let me know. Well, I mean, I personally think that my opinion, I think Alec Baldwin is responsible, but we don't know. Like, I just the way that it played out, I just don't know if they were well prepared. In the prosecution's office, they got too cocky and it was way too much happening. What's going on here? Let me see. It's such a cult. Yeah, there's a lot of cults going on. Hold up. I'm trying to go to the comments. Misty, can you elaborate a little bit so I understand what's going on? Do we have a video of this, Pinche Becky? Do you know about this? So if I'm understanding this correctly, that Scientology was handing out donations and then they're kicking people out of their property? Is that right? Let me know. Uh, Scientology will never help unless it's for a quick photo op. That's all it is photo ops. They don't give a shit. Um, I mean, if they're helping with something, I guess, but just know, it's a photo op. They're not really there to help. In my opinion, Rogelio really cared, was a friend. He would have contacted Liam's dad to fly out there. How Rogelio handled himself was crazy in that situation. There's some news articles. I don't know what paper. I mean, I don't see Misty here anymore, so maybe she left. I'm not really sure. Let me see. What is going on? No more croissants. No more croissants. Roger is a drug dealer. Yeah. Let me see. Maybe people were on the property trying to give donations and affected by the fire. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see anything, and I don't know where um Misty went. Maybe she left. Well, by the majority of the mega churches out there have closed their doors because Pika and I looked into yesterday. But if Scientology did that, that's foul. Yeah, I mean, are they? Well, fuck it. Let's look and see. I hate typing Scientology on a Google search because it's like they got something on people. They just you gotta be careful when you type their information up because they always be okay. So this is what they're saying. Scientology Volunteer Ministry, the VMs, provide disaster relief, including fire relief, in collaboration with other emergency responses. Okay, what is that? Whatever. Volunteer Ministry calls the call-in disaster worldwide. Eventbrite, fire relief support of Scientology Church. So are they out there giving and then taking it away? I mean, they do this shit for photo ops. To me, they're a little crazy. Yeah, well, if you can find anything, let me know. Because I don't see anything. I should start an incognito window. Because I'm like, I don't want them sending me shit, signing me up for their mailing list. I'm good. I don't want anything from them because it's not a lot of trust. You're forever on their mailing list. Manajo, thank you for the 1999. Liam's dad is going after Roger, and has some door. Liam didn't have a phone or money. It was all held by Roger and Katie. He needs to go after both of them. Mana, you're right. He needs to go after this is not just them, but Lula Miranda too. They need to go after them because this is ridiculous what's been happening. And the fact, I mean, I'm glad this is really about justice. This shit don't make sense whatsoever. None of it does. It was almost like the perfect setup and recipe for something to happen. And no, you're fine, Manajo. I understood what you meant. You meant like they needed to go after, and not just them. There's probably more to this that we won't understand, that we won't get. We don't have all the information, guys. I highly doubt the authorities have all the information. Like, we have been piecing things out here by ourselves and then been finding out later on through other sources. None of this is making sense whatsoever. But Manajo, thank you. I appreciate it. No worries, love. I understand what you were saying, and thank you for supporting my channel. Yo, this isn't country for old men. Mom is safe, power outages, but she's safe in the nursing home. Okay. The watch is the glue. The watch. The Rolex watch. That's another one too. Marilee, thank you so much for the 2 love. Shout out to you. She says, hey, people, don't forget to hit the like button. The circumstances surrounding Liam Payne's death are highly suspicious. Absolutely. Suspect, of course. Scientology news are usually small articles, so nobody reads them, and written covertly, right? Absolutely. That's the thing. All of it. You've been answering me? I don't see you. I don't see your comments. Sometimes your comments can get blocked, okay? Just so you know, it's not always the mods. It just depends what you're writing. Misty, so what did you see? I'm confused. So you were on Mel's channel, and there was a video, and Scientology was basically refusing to help people. Just say yes or no if that's the case, because I'm trying to understand, Misty. I literally was waiting for you to comment, girl. I don't know what happened. Honestly. And by the way, we do need to get a different streaming services. Like StreamYard is literally charging people way too much. And this shit right here is so shitty. Like I need to get a different streaming service or something. Something needs to change here. And there isn't a whole lot that I can do with the streaming service. So I'm going to be moving. So this right here, this setup is going to be different, hopefully pretty soon. I need to save some money. No sense. A Masonic hit. You think so, Sandra? See, I don't see Misty anymore. Now, let me see if I can see her in the main chat. Hold up. Ooh, that chat's going fast. On their Facebook, it says pictures of them helping. All right, let me go to Facebook real quick. I got a couple minutes. And then I got to go. Do you know what when you say that, like their Facebook page? Hate searching them. Telling you. Leave. Oh shit. Give me 1 second. Something just came in. Let me see this. Oh my God, who did this? Oh my God, look at the corny ass video that they put up. Let me show you guys. Look at Cheek's comment. I will. This is the corny ass video that they put up. Cheek. I went back to her comment history, and from what I can understand, protesters were handing out necessities in front of Scientology building, and Scientology took the stuff and made them leave. Oh. I think the chat is crashing, y'all. There's something going on with the chat. Okay, I got you. But look at the way, Mana Joe, thank you so much for the 1999 love. Thank you for all that you do. No, thank you. Look at this shit. They just posted this January 10th. It says hashtag Scientology, right? And they're using InShot, the app, to edit all this. So they're rebuilding, like they're showing how they're rebuilding. This is so corny. So all the fires and devastation, and now they're rebuilding. Girl, that is crazy. Yeah, the chat is acting up. I think that's what's going on. Hold up, y'all. Give me 1 second. That is crazy. It's a Scientology thing, right? Like they're all like rebuilding. Y'all don't see the comments? Yeah, I'm going to end this live here pretty soon, guys, because I think the chat is acting up. But just when Hollywood really does not need those awesome protesters provision that, I mean, they're trying to help out, you know? Really? It's just ridiculous. But see, this is them. This is built today. Arnold Baltano posted this real hashtag Scientology. They're trying to make themselves like heroes of the situation. I don't know. Yours hasn't been tripping. I think people's chats are tripping. I don't know. I see because I think I don't know, some comments are kind of going crazy. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna let you guys go. I got some stuff to look into, and something just came onto my radar too that I gotta look into. But Liam Payne, I'm still working on another video, y'all. I am behind. I just want to do more lives on it because it'll help me kind of take things out and figure out like what needs to be a video, what doesn't need to be a video. So please don't think that I'm not making any more videos. There's a lot of videos that I've done. They've just been in formats of live. Manager, thank you again. You guys, I will let you guys go. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you guys on the next one. Yeah, the chat is glitching, y'all. So if you probably aren't being timed out or anything, it's glitching. Bye, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye.